So most farms shut down because of mismanagement. This is the gospel truth. This is the truth people don't want to say, or a lot of people lack the guts to say it. It's not because of the birds, it's not because of the birds you're sick, but because of mismanagement, and especially when you give family members, they go show you shaky. Separate emotion from your business. Remove family from your business. Remove people that are not business minded from your business. Just before I go off for my 10,000 steps, I just finished a Zoom meeting with a client. I have heard about this complaint from many clients, especially people going into agriculture and they are not on ground. They would always put either their family members to help them manage the farm. Two things. Why they do this is because they feel like having a family member to manage the farm would stop theft. It will make them see things their own way. They feel like putting a family member in their business, they will look out for that for their interest. But let me tell you something. I've been a farmer for 7 years, and what I have seen, most times it doesn't end well. Yes, it doesn't end well. Remove emotions from your business. Another type of clients that I normally get when I consult with them is like when they are looking for staff to staff their farms, they start looking for people that they know, their friends or their friend's brother or people around to put in your business. I am not saying to help people that you know is bad. What I am just trying to say is, be careful. For me, this is my own advice, and this is what I have learned over the years. Separate emotion from your business. Remove family from your business. Remove people that are not business minded from your business. Do not treat your business like a family constituency or like a family unit. It is a business. When you start taking your business like a business, then you start moving ahead. He's in the US and his farm is here. He regularly comes back home to Nigeria. He comes and goes, he comes and goes, he comes and goes. And he left his brother in charge of the farm and he's not happy with what he's seeing. Now, let me tell you the bad part of what will happen when you start mixing emotions with business, when you put your family, your brother, your cousin. Now, he has seen some lapses in his books and in his records, which he was not happy with the brother. They had a shouting match. But he's your brother. His mom is saying you can't take him to the police station because he's your brother. It is your brother that ate your money, is your brother. Do you want to kill your brother? You see the reason why I say sometimes in business, if you do not have a business-minded family, if you know you cannot treat your workers, of course, even for me emotionally, the way I will shout on my workers might not be the way I would talk to my sisters when something is going wrong. That is why I would not put my family members, my sister or my brothers to work for me, because I want to treat it as a business, because I know that I am emotionally tied to them. So I would not want to react the way I would react when I see things going wrong. If I want you to be up by 8 a.m., by 7:30 a.m. to go and get the feed, to go and check something, and the person is sleeping, or the person is saying, oh, I'm tired, or I'm not feeling fine, and I know that she's healthy, or he's healthy, because me and him talked yesterday, or me and her talked yesterday, we gisted. That's not the same way I would treat a worker that I know that is lying. Are you getting my point? And the point is that business would suffer. My client was so angry. He saw how his brother mismanaged funds. The brother could not account for lots of funds in the book. His profit was dwindling. He was seeing some lapses here and there. Family members, it got to a point where sometimes in the books, the layer farm, he has a broiler farm and he has a catfish farm. Some of the fishes in the pond, let's say they stock 2,000 fishes in that pond, and sorry I'm laughing about it because it was funny. It's not funny. It was funny when he was telling me. And at the end of the day, when they are harvesting or they are fully mature and it's time to harvest them, just for like 200 can be missing. And one of the workers that works for his brother in the house finally told him that they eat fish almost every day in this house, which means that they were harvesting from their profits. Yes. It happens in most family houses. Let me tell you something. From somebody that has her farm open to her family members. My mom or my sisters want eggs from my farm. They buy from me. Yes. They pay raw cash. They buy from me. They buy out my eggs. They buy out my chickens. Any day I'm doing sales on my layers end of year and my mom wants to give her friends, she pays me to the hilt. And even if I want to give her chicken or give her eggs on the house, I would pay for that eggs to my books and say give her, but the money must come. It must surrender. It must get back to the book that money was paid for so and so activity. Because in that way, you cannot treat your business emotionally. You will succeed. There's no way you will succeed. I have not seen any business, any farm business of any kind that actually deals with philanthropy. When you have a farm and you have chickens, you have eggs, you're not a philanthropist. Think like a businessman. Remove your emotions out of that farm and treat it like a business. In fact, from this client's talk this evening, he was saying that in the records, he was seeing where some extended families, when they come to the farm or they go around the farm to see the said brother or the brother's wife or so, and they're coming with beautiful stories of there's no food, there's no this one. Then they will say, we have cracked eggs. Let's say you have about 1,000 birds and it's giving you 20 crates in a day. Just giving a rough estimate. And out of that 20 crates, we normally have cracked eggs as farmers. And you're having about, let's say, 2 cracked eggs, maybe either due to lack of lasota, or the birds are sick, or the birds need calcium, as is 2 crates, because sometimes you can get as high as that if your birds are not doing so well. In his own part, he was having issues with his birds. When these people come, they were not counting the cracked eggs. They were giving them out as philanthropy, or will I call it giving it, I don't know, as gifts to the people that really needed that egg. Now, I am not here as a troll. I am not here as a wicked person. I am here talking to you as a business owner. My brother, my sister. If you're having any cracked eggs in your farm, it must be accounted for. You would know how many eggs was produced that day. You would not count out the full eggs one corner and say because you have cracked eggs, they are now miscellaneous. No, you're losing money. It's okay if you want to give it out. I'm talking to people that want to treat your business like a business. Those cracked eggs are accounted for. And if you say, oh, we made 30 crates and half of them were cracked, it must be written down in the record. You cannot say we made 30 crates today and you have half cracked eggs and they are not accounted for. Where is that done in a business entity? Yes, they laid 30 crates and 15 extra. What happened to the extra? When you buy your stock, when you buy your drugs for the month, your vitamins, they give you those drugs or vitamins under philanthropy. Don't you pay cash for them? If there's any miscellaneous in the farm or extras, it will be first accounted for. Then if you want to give out under benevolence, it's okay. But so that when you're calculating your money, you will not be complaining and say, hey, where did this one go? I'm not aware. You are aware. Oh, but you are aware. The point I just did a quick one. Let me just talk about this because I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget about this if I don't talk about this. Your eggs, everything in your farm is accounted for. He said using the company line to call down to the credit I put in the farm phone, in the company phone, is written down. Down to the credit used. Let's say 3,000 naira credit is designated every week for calling customers or for calling clients. But it is written down. In that way, you can know, am I making money? What am I making? After removing your miscellaneous, every other thing, small, here and there, what you're left with. Most farms shut down because of mismanagement. This is the gospel truth. This is the truth people don't want to say, or a lot of people lack the guts to say it. It's not because of the birds, it's not because of the birds you're sick, but because of mismanagement, and especially when you give family members, they will show you shaky. I'm not saying this from a biased point because I am grateful to have a family member. My mom is my powerhouse. For people that know me personally, they will know this. Now, my mom is my powerhouse. And she has strong work ethics. Maybe because she has worked in oil companies before she retired, so she knows how to go by the books. She even taught me this thing I am trying to say out. Quite younger, I didn't know this ethics. My mom taught me and said, no, don't give me this. I will buy from you. She had an experience and she runs her own business. She just looks into my business. She just peeps and she goes. So she runs her own factory, her business, and all of that, which I don't want to say on here. But the point I want to say is, if you have a strong powerhouse as a family member and you're not on ground in Nigeria and you're running a farm, you can also pick that person. But from experience and from, look, this is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 8 times I've always heard that, oh, my cousin did this to me. Oh, my brother did this to me. Oh, my sister did this to me. Oh, my third cousin. It goes wrong. You can't even get your monies back because they will say, it's your blood. Do you want to kill your blood? The point of this video is just to let people know that you have to treat your farm like a business. Do you know that there are some people that eat the chickens from their farm? I kid you not. There are people that eat the chickens from their farm. Let's say a chicken wants to die, or let's say they're looking at the chicken and say, we don't have meat today in the house. So I better go to the farm and collect one and eat. Don't do that. For every egg, I started eating eggs from my farm like 2 years ago. I've been a farmer for 7 years, and for 5 years, I did not take egg from my farm. I couldn't eat my eggs. Not because I was stingy, but because I just felt like they are my birds and I can't eat my eggs. I just started eating my eggs 2 years ago. But till date, I cannot eat my layers. And this is why. It's not because I cannot buy the layers out of the farm, but because, I don't know, I can't just eat my birds. Even if I'm selling my birds out to people, it's just a personal thing. For me, I have never eaten my layers. In fact, if I come home, and let's say they are buying a bird from my farm, and I will ask them, please, is this my layers? If they say yes, I will not touch the stew, I won't touch the food. If my family members watch this, they will smile because they know it's true. But that is on a different level, because my own is on a different level. This level is that there are people that when there is no meat in the house, and because they have a farm at their back, or they have a farm somewhere in the same city that they are, they will send their guys or their drivers or their younger brothers to, please go to the farm and bring one chicken from there, I beg, bring it home, let's cut. I beg, one catfish from the pond. When you're eating your business, madam, you're eating your business. How your business will carry survive? How will it survive? If you're bringing the catfish from the pond, please be writing it that one was sold and be paying monies to your accountant or to your manager, or saying, please take this 6,000 naira for this big catfish, or take this 5,000 naira for this big catfish, and it's going to your house. That's the only way you can account. There should be no emotions in business. Making sense. I don't know if I triggered some people, I'm sorry, but it's just out of experience, because this is too much. The complaints I've gotten from people that cannot talk, but they don't want to just vent to me on how do I mismanage, how they were swindled, and it causes bad blood with family members. Sometimes it's not the family members' fault, they just don't know how to go about. Agriculture is not clothes business. Agriculture is not plastic business. Agriculture is a different ballgame altogether. Sorry, I'm smiling throughout because the story I heard today, I cannot even say all out because who knows? The brother also might follow me and know is what I'm talking about. But the stories I heard today is wild. And I'm like, what? You couldn't talk? Let me tell you something. If you have a dead bird in your farm, even if you're not in the country, and they ask you, and they say, Oga, we had 3 dead birds, let them snap the bird and send to you. Let them cut the heads. They bury birds in. Let them cut the heads and let you see the heads of the birds that died. Let it show on the records. It's not when your birds die, you have 5,000 birds, you're coming back to see 4,800. They are saying 100 died in the past 6 months and there are no records. Where is that done? Do not use emotions in business. It is what kills. Many farms have fallen because of family members. Many farms have gone down because of because their owners use emotions to actually run the business. Pity, they don't want to talk, they don't want to shout, they don't want to question people for their monies. I know what I'm saying here resonates with a lot of people, but I'm here to say that be the wicked person in business. Rub yourself with the oil of wickedness. Lachaya artist, rub yourself oil. Tear yourself manu oil of wickedness, because that's the only way you can survive in business. Everything must be accounted for you to see. Because as a farmer, as an owner, you need to see your own gratification. Others cannot be eating off you and you'll be running. That's why many of them will just shut down the business and they are disillusioned. If you're watching this video, I hope you learned 1 or 2 from this. Please don't forget to click this subscribe button and like and share my videos. I am here and I am here every week. Turn up my post notifications 3 times a week, I promise you guys. And I will see you tomorrow again. See you and God bless. Bye.